السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي علا في توحده ودنا في تفرده وجل في سلطانه وعظم في أركانه، فطر الخلائق بقدرته ونشر الرياح برحمته ووتد بالصخور ميدان أرضه، ثم الصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه وأفضل بريته حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الغر الميامين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في محكم كتابه: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Once again, we thank Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us tonight's opportunity, the night that marks the first night of the holy month of Ramadan in the year 2012. This is indeed, respected brothers and sisters and our scholars, a wonderful opportunity given to us by Almighty Allah, not for anything, but it is a lesson for those people who realize that it is an opportunity given to them by Allah. Because Almighty Allah Ta'ala, before we dwell on the topic of our discussion for tonight, Allah said, whenever I bestow my favor and mercy or by my benediction upon the son of Adam, and the son of Adam realized that this is a mercy from Allah, and he cherished that mercy and he became grateful to Allah, Allah will increase you in more of His bounties and benedictions. And that is what Almighty Allah highlighted in glorious Quran by saying, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِن كَفَرْتُمْ عِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. When you are grateful to the bounties of Allah, one of the greatest ni'mah and the bounties of Allah for us tonight is to look back and realize that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, out of His mercy, took you in a journey since from last year, and He gave you tonight, witnessing the first night of the holy month of Ramadan. It is not by your knowledge, it is not by your trick, but it is out of the tawfiq of Almighty Allah. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِي إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. My tawfiq is with Allah. So the first responsibility of us tonight, especially when we go back home, is to be grateful to Allah, is to go to sajda and thank Allah sincerely for making you witness the first night of the holy month of Ramadan. If you are sincere in being grateful and thankful to Allah, be rest assured you will get more of benedictions of Allah in your individual life, in your societal life, spiritual life, material lives and otherwise. But if you are not grateful to Allah, وَلَئِن كَفَرْتُمْ, Allah mentioned, إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. If you're not grateful to Allah, then you should wait for severe chastisement of Almighty Allah. So let's all be grateful to Allah and thank Allah for tonight. And we pray and ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way He made it easy for us and possible to witness the first night of Ramadan, He should make it easy for us to witness the 30th night of the holy month of Ramadan. And Almighty Allah should accept our ibadat, our a'mal, our supplications, and our munajat of this holy night of the month of Ramadan, inshallah. Tonight, inshallah, respected brothers and sisters, we're going to dwell on a very, very important subject, which has to do with our journey in this holy month of Ramadan. It is indeed worth it for us to spend tonight and tomorrow's night and probably the third night explaining the way and manner we should observe our fast, so that on the day of Eid, as Amir al-Mu'mineen indicated, وَعِيدٌ لِمَنْ قَبِلَ اللَّهُ صِيَامًا وَشَكَرَ قِيَامًا. It will be Eid for only those people whom Almighty Allah has accepted their fast, and Allah is grateful to their Qiyamul Layl in the holy month of Ramadan. In other words, when we talk of Eid, Eid is not for every single person who fasts in the month of Ramadan. Eid is for only those people whom Allah is happy with the way and manner they fasted in the holy month of Ramadan. So we need to look at ways and means of observing our fasts, so that Allah will accept our fasts. The verse which I've just quoted in the glorious Quran, you know the verse our ulama always explain to us, especially when the month of Ramadan is coming. We will hear a lot of khutbahs, we will hear a lot of explanation concerning the significance of the month of Ramadan. Based on this topic and departing from this verse, I'm going to talk on three different things. The first one, I'm going to talk about this terminology Ramadan. This word Ramadan, what does it mean? Literally and technically. Where did we get this word Ramadan from? And secondly, I'm going to talk about irada. They call it iradatan, the desire of the son of Adam, and the desire and the want of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and connecting to the fasting of the month of Ramadan. And last but not the least, I will talk about the kinds and the types of fasts. Because as we sit here tonight, Muslims, believers, who are anticipating tomorrow morning seher to embark on this spiritual journey, we are not of the same level. We are of different levels altogether. Even you come in the mosque to perform salah, whatever the salah might be, we are of different levels altogether. That is why Allah mentioned in Quran, لَتَذْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ. You are of different levels. Quran said, فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. The competitors should compete with one another. You compete in gaining proximity to Allah. You don't compete in unnecessary things. So the first point is about this terminology Ramadan. Let me hear this inshallah, brothers and sisters, so that we understand what we do. Allah wants us to worship Him based on understanding. Allah doesn't want us to worship Him haphazardly. When you worship Allah haphazardly, you don't get reward from Allah. That is why Hadith Qudsi of Allah said, فَأْرِفُونِي قَبْلَ أَن تَعْبُدُونِ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَعْرِفُنِي فَكَيْفَ يَعْبُدُنِي. Know me before you worship me. If you want to seek nearness to Allah, you should know Allah. You cannot seek nearness to Allah without knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah in Hadith said, who do not know me, how does he or she worship me? Allah. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib said, they came to Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen and asked Amir al-Mu'mineen about the essence of worship and the way and manner to gain proximity to Allah. And they asked Imam, how do you approach Allah? And how do you worship Allah? Then Imam said, Inni la a'budu rabban lam a'rif. Ali, do not worship the Lord I don't know. I must know my Lord before I go closer to Allah. Knowing Allah, as we mentioned the last night, is not like knowing me. It means you must know the do's and don'ts of Allah. You must know what Allah wants from you, and you must know what Allah doesn't want from you, as Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned. Imam alayhi salatu wasalam said, the slave of Allah should rejoice, the one who knows Allah, and he knows what Allah expects from him or her. So now let us come together, brothers and sisters. What is the meaning of this word Ramadan? You know, when you look at Quran and you look at all ahadith and traditions of Ahlul Bayt, when you look at every hadith or every verse of Quran, it is of two layers, inner layer and outer layer, what they call Zahir and Batin, apparent meaning and inner meaning. Especially when we come to Quran, when you go to chapter Ali Imran, it is crystal stated that هُنَّ أُمُّ الْكِتَابِ وَأُخَرُ مُتَشَابِهَاتٌ أَمَّا الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ زَيْغٌ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ مَا تَشَابَهَ مِنْهُ ابْتِغَاءَ الْفِتْنَةِ وَابْتِغَاءَ تَأْوِيلِهِ وَمَا يَعْلَمُ تَأْوِيلَهُ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَالرَّاسِخُونَ فِي الْعِلْمِ. Said Quran is made up of different chambers. Some chambers are apparent, obvious. Some chambers are ambiguous. That's why they call ambiguous verse, unclear verse. They said those ambiguous verses of Quran, no one knows their ta'weel. The word ta'weel is used there, except Allah and those who are deeply grounded in knowledge. Who are deeply grounded in knowledge. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. Ahlul Bayt, they are deeply grounded in knowledge. That is why Imam Ali mentioned, علمني رسول الله ألف باب ينفتح لي من كل باب ألف باب. Prophet taught me 1,000 doors of knowledge. Each and every door is opening another 1,000 doors of knowledge. So when you want to go and understand the outer and the inner layer of Quran, you should go back to Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. The same thing applies to traditions of Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. So now quickly, without taking much of your time due to time constraint, when we talk of the word Ramadan, this is what we are all to embark on tomorrow. The question is not about fasting. The question is not about abstaining from food and water. The question is about the impact of Ramadan in your life. If there is no positive impact of Ramadan in your life, it will be a waste of time and energy, as Amir al-Mu'minin alluded. So when they talk of the word Ramadan, they made a lot of ta'awilat, giving it a lot of secret meanings. You go to some riwayat of Ahlul Bayt, you find out a lot of deep meanings of this word Ramadan. They said when you talk the word Ramadan, it is made up of Ra, Mim, Bod, Alif and Nun. They said this Ra, the ta'wil of this Ra is what? When you fast in the month of Ramadan, you get Ridwanullahi Ta'ala. You get the acceptance of Allah. They said when you talk of Mim, because it said Ramadan, Maghfiratullahi Azza wa Jalla. You get the forgiveness of Allah. And Amir al-Mu'minin mentioned, Ash-Shakiyyu man khuyima ghufranullah fi shahri Ramadan. Failure is the one who is denied the forgiveness of Allah in the month of Ramadan. Don't be surprised. There are people who fast, and at the end of it all, they will attract the punishment of Allah rather than attracting the mercy of Allah. May Allah forgive us together, inshallah. Now you have a God. Ulama said when you serve in the way of Ahlul Bayt, this God represents the Dhamanullah للطائعين في شهر Ramadan. The guarantee of Allah for those people who are obedient to Allah in the month of Ramadan. If you are obedient to Allah and you are sincere to Allah, there is a guarantee that you will get the Jannah of Allah. And then Alif, they said it's Ulfatullah lil mutawakkilina ala Allah. It is the love of Allah